Step in the ring, feel the adrenaline rush, throwing fists and kicks, the pain we can't hush. And then they find us, we're the real tough guys, breaking down barriers, we aim for the skies. Into the octagon like a warrior I stand, trading blows, taking hits as I command. The art of combat, I'm ready to go. Submission, knockout, that's how I flow. Unleashing the fury like an untamed beast, locked in a cage where strength is released. Striking precision, grappling with my golden octagon. The stage we ignite. Unleashing the fury like an untamed beast, locked in a cage where strength is released. Striking precision, grappling like a golden octagon. The stage we ignite.
And we are live. Welcome to the Golden Octagon MMA podcast with your hosts, Matt and D Rose.
That's the head movement we're getting tomorrow, baby. Welcome to Change to Cheddar right here on the Golden Octagon. My name is Matt with the Yuri-inspired haircut today. D Rose is right over there with the Khalil Roundtree-inspired haircut, and we are going head-to-head tomorrow. What's going on, everyone? We appreciate you guys for stopping by here, hanging out with us over here on the Golden Octagon tonight. My name is Matt. Of course, that's D Rose. Yeah, man, I'm excited for these fights. Me and D Rose have been chatting up a little bit, talking about the fights for tomorrow. He's not too confident. I'm all in. So hopefully we can win some money this weekend. We appreciate you guys truly. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up button for us. We would greatly appreciate that. And drop your favorite plays down there in the comment section. Maybe you can help someone else that can, predict fights better than, me and D Rose can. But if you don't know how this show goes, I have all of the weigh-in photos, the official weigh-in photos from this morning pulled up, and the ceremonial face-offs all combined into one. Me and D Rose are going to go through them, give you our last-minute picks and predictions for every single one of the fights on the card, prelims all the way up to the main card. We've got the cheese wheel, so we'll be giving you our best bets. And then at the end of the show, I have 3 parlays to share with you guys, 1 confidence parlay and 2 long shot parlays. And my guy D Rose also shared his confidence parlay for this weekend as well. So 4 parlays to share with you guys at the end of the show. We got Dave in here. What's going on, Dave? And we got Antoine in here. What's going on, Antoine? How you doing, brother? I'm glad the week's over too, man. It's the weekend, baby. As soon as this show ends tonight, I got to hit the sack, D Rose, because you boys got to wake up early in the morning and then drive 5 hours to get over to your side of the state. So, I got a lot going on. So, with that being said, D Rose, how you been since Wednesday, my guy?
And that I would say that trip is not fun. I've done that a couple times, and yeah, not the funnest trip, but things have been good. Just getting amped up for the weekend. I'm excited for the fights, and I'm not going to say I'm not confident in bets. I'm just having a hard time finding really juicy value, and that's kind of where, even if we don't hit all of our parlays, we always try to drop at least a little jewel here or there. It's just like it's a lot of juice that's missing from this card in terms of juicing it out for the bets. But everything's been great. And I did actually meant to mention one event the other day that I did not mention about how the week has been, is that I had actually went to my first college football game for the first time last week. I went to Florida State versus UVA there to support Florida State. And while it ended up being a great game, Florida State was on the wrong side of it, and that did suck. But it was actually one of the best games I'd been to. So yeah, that was an event that happened for me this past week that I did forget to mention on Wednesday. But yeah, it was a hell of a game. Overtime, Florida State lost a heartbreaker, field storming. I'm going out of the stadium cussing because I'm mad. And UVA fans feeling themselves going by me going, good job, guys, good job. Like wanting me to slap the shit out of all of them. But other than that, things have been great this way.
Fair enough, dude. I'm glad you had that experience, man. That drive, like the Charlottesville, it's not terrible because it's like the halfway point between here and there. Like it's like exactly right, like right in halfway.
Right.
Like I always
Yeah.
stop at the Sheets there and grab a couple things and stop for piss.
Yeah. The stadium was not. I think it was like 2 hours and 10 minutes from where we were at. So
Mhm.
yeah, pretty short and quick trip. The part that sucked, and we'll get into the show, is that so when we were out, we're trying to find a shuttle to go back because I don't really know Charlottesville like that, and we ended up getting a shuttle service up to the stadium. So we're walking out, and Amber, she said, "Hey, which shuttle did we go to?" I said, "I don't know. Ask this guy." And she said, "We're going to the parking garage." He says, "Well, take this shuttle here." Well, before we had left the stadium, our car walking distance was 20 minutes, something that was pretty manageable. By the time we got dropped off, it was over a 50-minute walk. So I was like, man, we gotta take the shuttle and go back, right? So where they ended up storming the field, UVA did, there were so many injuries that they then had to shut off the shuttle service completely to the point to where they had to escort ambulances into the stadium. So we had to walk 50 minutes instead of 20. We had to walk 50 minutes back from where we got dropped off at to where our car was parked. It was man, it was terrible. I didn't get home till like 3 in the morning, and I still worked the next day. I went in a little bit. I went in a little bit later. Work, was very gracious with that. But other than that, yeah, it was a tough way to leave, but a fun experience nonetheless.
Yeah, that's good, man. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. Let's get in the chat real quick. Dave letting us know his parlay is Brogan moneyline, Khalil moneyline, Corey moneyline, and Chama moneyline. $10 to win 1,700. Good luck, Dave. Good luck. That one might be out at the first leg, though, Dave. I have to be honest, brother.
I will say, I think Brogan's line is probably doing a lot of lifting on that line.
Yeah, dude. What's your favorite N64 game, D-Rose? And then what are your ties to FSU?
I had a lot of favorite N64 games. That was probably my most played gaming station when I was a kid. Super Smash Brothers was one. One that I played a lot. Super Mario 64, GoldenEye. A bunch of classics. But yeah, I would say probably those three are probably tied at the top for the ones I played the most. And then I don't really have any ties to Florida State other than, honestly, I just had a cousin who was a fan, and I used to play with them on NCAA back in the day. And like kind of when I first started watching football, like in middle school, when I started like really like digesting the information from it, like Ernie Sims, he was a linebacker for them. He was one of my favorite players at the time. Dude was just an absolute head knocker and was just going out there to kill people. But yeah, he was one of my favorite players too. And then I just kind of stuck with him ever since.
Fair enough. Yeah, what Dave said. All right, let's get into the show. First fight of the night, D-Rose. We have Veronica Hardy taking on Brogan Walker. Odds for the fight are currently Veronica Hardy minus 700, Brogan Walker plus 500. Over under for this is 2.5. The over is minus 475. The under is plus 325. Nothing changes for me here earlier in the week. Veronica Hardy should easily win this. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is, does she finish Brogan Walker? Because, just looking back, like she got finished by Juliana Miller. So, Veronica Hardy 3 or decision, is probably your safest play. Unless you want to test out, Veronica Hardy via finish which I think is currently Veronica Hardy via finish is currently plus 300. That's not the worst play in the world either, but you're kind of playing with fire there because if you don't get the finish, then you like lose your bet. But do you better minus 700? It's tough. It's tough. I have her 3 or decision in a few parlays. I have her sub 2-3, and you guys will see that a little bit later. And I have her by finish as well. D-Rose, I don't think there's a shot Veronica Hardy loses this fight this weekend. What about you, man?
So I will agree with you to say that I think that, she does, Veronica Hardy does get the job done. And I know Eduardo Mora is an infinitely better fighter than Brogan Walker, but one that I was very confident on for Veronica Hardy. And, she did kind of end up laying an egg in that fight. So, and just in terms of me, confidence betting, I'm not touching this fight. Yeah, I don't want to touch this fight at all unless I'm maybe taking like an over or like a round start or something like that. There's just no juice, no value for Veronica Hardy at all, in my opinion. So I'm still going to stick with my original prediction by decision, but just no juice for me worth betting here.
All right, I'm gonna stick with mine as well, 3 or decision, but also I will be betting the finish as well because Brogan Walker is just turbo ass if we're going to be honest. All right, moving on to the next one. We got Ramiz Brahimaj taking on Austin Vanderford. Over under here is 1.5. The over is minus 270. The under is plus 200. Ramiz Brahimaj is plus 240. The underdog. Austin Vanderford is minus 298. Your favorite. Unfortunately, this one is in the pick champ, and I don't really care for it either way. If I'm going to be honest, I really don't care who wins this fight. I did pick the dog here, Ramiz Brahimaj, but he can win any fight in the first round because that's how he wins. So I'm gonna stick with my pick here. Give me Ramiz Brahimaj to win this fight via first round. Let's go first round knockout, D-Rose. But it could be submission as well. But outside of that, I don't hate the over 1.5 prop or, maybe even the start round 2. It's not the best price in the world, but I think that's a solid parlay piece. But I don't think I'm going to be betting aside either way here, man. Which way are you going here?
I'm with you in terms of not wanting to bet a winner either side because I just think it's just a heavy line to play for Austin Vanderford, who's still, kind of unproven in my opinion. He's fought some pretty good guys over at Bellator, like Gegard Mousasi and guys like that. But and he fought at 185. He's fighting down at 170 now, but he's still a little bit older coming into the UFC. And Rahi Brahimaj has been on a roll, so I just don't feel comfortable betting. I keep going back and forth though with, man, for some reason I feel a finish coming in this fight. I don't know why. I think my original pick was Vanderford by decision. I think Vanderford's going to get a submission, man. I'm going to go round 2. I think he's going to use a little bit of the wrestling. I think you see Brahimaj come out a little bit aggressive. Vanderford take advantage, ground him out in the first round, and second round starts. Brahimaj ends up succumbing to maybe a rear naked choke. But I got Vanderford round 2 submission.
Fair enough. What's going on, Skunks? How you doing? So me and D-Rose still split on that one. Moving on to the next one, we have Puna Soriano taking on Nikolai Veretennikov. Puna Soriano is now minus 325. Your favorite. Veretennikov is plus 260. Your underdog. Over under here is 1.5. The over is minus 188. The under is plus 145. Yeah, man, I'm going to need Puna to wrestle this first round, and then round 2 and round 3, he can do whatever he wants because Veretennikov's kind of a handful in the first round, not going to lie, but he gasses. And, we've seen him gas before, and look at the shape that Puna is in, man. So for me, I like Puna. And maybe the fight to start round 2 if you could same game parlay that, or Puna and over 1.5 rounds. But I actually like the Puna KO 2-3 props, and I think my official pick for this fight will be Puna to win this fight via third round ground and pound knockout. What about you, man?
Yeah, for me, I think the way that I'm playing. Puna, although he looks better at 170, just still a couple of mixed performances in his last few fights for me to feel that comfortable betting a heavy line on him like that. Now I know since he's been down at 170, he's been a lot better. But just mixed results for me there. I don't want to take a chance on the guy who could be a little sporadic. Where a Veretennikov, I'm with you. He's a little bit of hell in the first round, but after that, I think he can kind of gas. I said first round KO the other day. I think I'm kind of backing up on that a little bit because the more I kept looking, I was like, man, Veretennikov, even when he gets finished, is it's typically never early. So I'm going to go round 2 KO for Punahele Soriano here. I'm going to go round 2 KO.
All right, me and D-Rose are almost on the same thing. I'm on round 3, D-Rose on round 2. So you know what? Let's just play that FanDuel KO 2-3 prop, and you should be money there. Moving on to the next one, we have Patchy Mix taking on Jakob Vilka, Vilak, they were calling him. I don't understand fucking Polish names, dude. But anyway, he's taking on Patchy Mix. Dude, I hadn't really done much research on him Wednesday, dude. Going back to look at his record, dude, he's fought the same guy 5 times.
What the hell?
Dude, no
I
joke.
never even I just kept saying he was fighting cans.
Dude, he's fought the same dude literally 5 separate times. Like, what are we doing here? Like, that's absolutely nuts. Yeah, I'm on.
Career.
Yeah, but apparently he's a solid grappler. Trains at ATT, so maybe Patchy can't sub him. But what I have heard is he's not the best striker, but neither is Patchy. But let's just pretend that Patchy is the better striker here, but just not able to finish him. So I'm on Patchy via decision. Odds for the fight though, -325. Patchy Mix, +260 for Jakob. Over under here is 2.5. The over is -154. The under is +120. Yeah, I'm on Patchy via decision here. How about you, man?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the same. Is it Jakob? Jacob? I don't even know what it is, but
I don't know. He's Polish.
Wiklaks.
Vilkas. Vilkas, they were calling him.
But yeah, I'm going to stick with my prediction here. Yeah, Patchy Mix by decision. Yeah, nothing changed for me here.
All right, fair enough. We'll move on to the next one where we have a weight miss of Macy Chasson, weighing 137.5 pounds. But the odds for the fight, Macy Chasson -198. Your favorite, Yana Santos is +164. Your underdog over/under here is 2.5. The over is -250. The under is +190. Yeah, man, it wouldn't surprise me if Macy got to finish here, but her only being, -200 favorite, I'm just going to parlay her, dude. I like, this is kind of another one that I really don't see how she loses this fight, man. Yana's old. I know she's tough, man, but she has been randomly fucking finished just out of nowhere, and then she'll just be tough for the next 2 fights. But we don't really know which Yana Santos is going to show up, and I'm not going to put my money on the tough Yana Santos showing up. Being the smaller lady, definitely not the one that has more strength here. And let's be real, Machine Gun Macy, she ain't playing games. She's coming for that title, man. Give me Macy Chasson to win this fight. Let's go second round TKO, man. What's your thoughts here?
Was she going for the women's 137-pound title? I mean,
137.5-pound title.
I mean, she can never make weight, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I feel bad for her because she
It's
came
a big
into
girl,
Ultimate.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, she is.
Dude, she's like our size, but has to make 135, dude. That's crazy.
I'm not. I mean, Sean O'Malley technically is too, and he makes 135 pretty easy. And I'm not, I guess I'm just surprised that Macy, for her to have as many weight misses as she does, that the UFC still tolerates it at this point. Just being honest.
Yeah.
Again, this one I kind of had the same feeling for this one as I had like a couple of earlier fights. I just don't know how confident I am with putting her money line in anything because where she was kind of now obviously Caitlin Vieira missed weight last fight, but man, she kind of got tossed around a little bit in that fight, and that was a little bit concerning to me. Again, do I think Macy wins? Yes. The only thing, maybe like to start round 2, start round 3, something, maybe some sort of over. But in terms of the actual winner, I just don't know if I could feel comfortable saying anything about feeling comfortable betting Macy Chiasson on right now, considering how up and down she is in her career. But I am going to stick with my original prediction by decision.
Fair enough. Moving on to the next one, we have what I thought was a weight miss because Willie Cat this morning stepped on the scale 151 pounds, and I was like, dude, again? You missed weight again? Like after you moved up this bad? But apparently it was a catch weight. I think Juseng Yu weighed like 147 or something like that. But dude, I picked Willie Cat via decision earlier in the week, but man, it just doesn't look good when he just keeps missing weight. But he missed weight last time. He looked fat and, came out there and won. So let's just say that he does the same this time. Am I going to be betting him though? Probably not. If I'm going to be betting anything here, maybe the over 1.5, maybe start round 2, something like that. Maybe start round 3. But after this weight miss, dude, I don't feel too comfortable here, man. So just give me like the over. But I'm going to stick with my pick. Willie Cat via decision. Let's hope he's fat and looks good like last time he fought. What's up, man?
Yeah, I kind of rushed and put Daniel Santos in a money line bet that I have, and yeah, I'm with you with the weight miss and everything. I'm not super confident in that bet. I mean, I still think he gets the job done. Juseng Yu, he can get taken down a little bit, and Daniel Santos has pretty good top control pressure once he's starting to use his wrestling. But man, I'll again not super confident, and I have him in a money line in one of my bets too. So, but I'm gonna stick with Daniel Santos by decision.
Fair enough. We'll move on to the next one, where we have Chris El Guapo Gutierrez taking on Farid Basharat. Chris Gutierrez is plus 370. Your underdog, Farid Basharat, is minus 485. Your favorite over-under here is 2.5. The over is minus 298. The under is plus 220. Yeah, my pick here does not change from earlier in the week, D-Rose. I am on Farid Basharat, 3 or decision. But at that point, it's not too far off from the money line, and it's 485 parlayable. I think that's like the maximum that it even would, matter for like a 5 leg. Farid Basharat via decision for me, D Rose. The actual number on that Farid Basharat via decision is currently minus 185. So if you're brave enough to parlay the exact method, Farid Basharat via decision. What about you, man?
Yeah, I still think it's worth a shot here, to take the dog and Chris Gutierrez, someone who has a little bit more experience and everything. And for me personally, I mean, with him being a, pretty decent underdog, I think the line's worth it as well to take right now. I mean, you're talking about Chris Gutierrez being a plus 385 for someone who has as much experience as he does. That's a good straight up bet. I might even be willing to slap $10 on it myself because hey, 10 would pay out 48. So yeah, I mean, I bet on dumber parlays for more money at lesser odds. So yeah, at plus 385, I'm willing to take a shot on Chris Gutierrez. So I'm going to stick with Gutierrez by decision here.
That's fair, dude. That's fair. Me and Dero still split on that one. Moving on to the next one, we have Edmund Shabazian taking on Andre Muniz. Edmund Shabazian minus 325. Your favorite, Andre Muniz plus 260. Your underdog over-under here is 1.5. The over is plus 100. The under is minus 130. Yeah, man, this is another one that we're split on. I don't know what you saw on Andre Muniz, especially after his last fight getting knocked out by like the wind of a punch. So I'm pretty confident that Edmund, knocks him out in one of the first 2 rounds. But, could it happen and, Edmund just does the Andre Petrovsky fight thing? Like he, did his his last fight where, Andre Petrovsky didn't really want to engage and, Edmund was all right, just staying at distance, just, picking and poking at him. Could Andre Muniz do that? I don't know, man. But either way, I'm confident Edmund gets it done here. This is like another one where outside of him getting like taken down over and over again, I don't see how Edmund loses this fight. So yeah, give me Edmund. Let's go Edmund via second round knockout, man. You still on Andre Muniz?
Yes, I am, and more or less just really because I think that Andre Muniz, I do think that he's got the takedown ability. Nah, man, we locking in with this. But no, I think Andre Muniz, he's got good takedowns, good top control when he gets people down to the ground. And I think really, for Muniz in that fight against Ikram, I mean, I know you said it's pointing out that last fight, but Ikram Alaskarov is a guy who stuffed all of Khamzat Chimaev's takedowns when they fought on the regional scene. So if you can stuff Khamzat Chimaev's takedowns consistently, I'm talking about like 15 attempts, I think Ikram Alaskarov can stuff pretty much anybody's takedowns. But I just think in terms of I've seen Evan Shabazian go up against guys who he should have beaten and lost to just because he couldn't get him out of there early. Jared Mearshart and guys like that he should have gotten out of there and let guys get back into the fight, come back and win. So I think Andre Muniz has a shot here. I don't think Andre Muniz is the best fighter in the world, but I do think he has certain skill sets to get the job done here. I'm going to go round 3 submission for Andre Muniz. I think he takes Edmund down and starts kind of grounding him and wearing him out. And I think in the third round, Edmund kind of goes back to his old ways, giving up his neck, and now Andre Muniz gets it done.
Yeah, fair enough. Matt's hair is killing me. True Jerry fan. Yeah, man, I have to channel the antenna because he don't have one this week. The Montana. D Rose, why don't you do a Chris Gutierrez Andre Muniz parlay? Like on fucking DK, that's plus 1592. Them two just money line. So I'm sure it's a little bit better on fucking FanDuel.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
I mean, I ain't betting because I'm on the other side of the fucking
yeah,
both
I mean,
of
odds
those,
are plus 15. Odds are plus 1524. So I mean, 10 and win 150.
If you're on both the fighters, man.
So
if you haven't thought of it yet,
payout at 81.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd even take that.
All right. Moving on to the next one. We'll be quick here. We got Atiba Gaudier taking on Tristan Vines. Atiba Gaudier is minus 1650 currently. Tristan Vines is plus 950. We don't even have an over under, or I don't have one here. I saw it earlier at the casino. The under 1.5 was minus 800. So, D Rose, do you have one currently? Because it's locked on DK now.
For Atiba Gaudier, let's take a look here.
Yeah,
all I know is that KO prop is absolutely disgusting. Yeah, you have a half a round at over a half a round is minus 235.
Over a half a round is minus 235?
Over half a round is minus 235.
Oh, over half a round. Okay, that makes sense.
Half a round.
And,
so zero
and then,
over 0.5.
What's the under? What's the under half a round?
The under 0.5 rounds is plus 180.
That's not the worst play in the world. But I saw earlier at the casino the under 1.5 rounds was minus 800. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen, dude. A T-Rex fight, it's like usually like minus 350, minus 500. Minus 800 is the craziest thing ever.
Dude, look at the two facing off against one another. Man.
Dude, I know. I was looking
at the pictures.
Look at their shoulders, dude. Just look at their shoulders right in front of each other. Like, come on now, dude.
And
like,
he's a 170 pounder. I get, and dude, I've got to say salute and shout out to Tristan Vines for taking this fight.
I watched this dude on his regional scene, dude, fight dudes that were smaller than him, so probably fought at lightweight, dude. Rocking him, whooping his ass, dude. Had him wobbling and stumbling all over the place. Like, this is going to be like basically sanctioned murder.
I mean, again, kudos to Trayson for taking the fight. Atiba Gatti round 1 KO.
Yeah, Atiba Gatti under 0.5 rounds at plus money. At plus money, dude. You have 2.5 minutes for plus money. That's crazy. What's going on, Austin? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Chris Gutierrez, Andre Muniz money line, and under half a round plus 4,449. I mean, dude, we cooking there.
We are, dude. We are. Moving on to the next one. We got body bags. Joe Piper taking on Abus Magomedov. Abus Magomedov is plus 200. Your underdog. Joe Piper minus 245. Your favorite. Over under here's 1.5. The over is minus 160. The under plus 124. Yeah. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Joe Piper, dude. Just his attitude kind of irritates me. Not gonna lie. Like you want people to be fans of you, but you don't want criticism at the same time. And that's just not how it works, man. Like if you are in the public eye, you have to expect, good and bad criticism both ways, man. So, you're not going to like everyone. You're going to call, fucking people haters like and shit, but a lot of them are probably just speaking the truth, man. And you don't like to hear the truth unless it's positive toward your side. But that being said, dude hits hard, and I think he's got a solid 2 rounds in him where I think if he's pressuring Abus Magomedov all that first round, dude, I think Abus probably gasses in that first, and we see a late round 1, early round 2 KO from Joe Piper. So give me Joe Piper under 1.5. Give me the Joe Piper KO 1-2 prop on FanDuel. What's your thoughts here, man?
Yeah, I think this fight is going to I think it might surprise people and for me, I think it's just because I think this fight's going to be a little bit more slower paced. I think for Joe Piper in his last fight against Kelvin Gastelum, I think he may have even kind of seen that, hey, in that third round after he couldn't finish Kelvin in the first, after he had a 10-8 in the first round, he really gassed and Kelvin kind of put it on him there in the third round, and he won the first 2 rounds and won the decision. But I still think that.
But do you think Abus has gas in the third like Kelvin does, though?
No, but I do think that. I mean, you've seen Abus be more concentrated on working through his cardio, and 2 out of his last 3 wins have gone to decision. So it's not like that he's incapable of going to decision. And even if he loses, I think that's that's very much the case. Like Kyle Bahayo, he lost by decision against him. I think Joe Piper gets it done by decision. I just think he just lands bigger, impactful shots, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a staring contest. I think people are going to walk away kind of surprised. I think Joe Piper gets it done by decision, but in a little bit of a boring fight. So I might take like the over. I got round 2, round 3 to start in a couple. So yeah, I do like those, but yeah, I'm going to stick with Piper by decision.
Fair enough, man. What's going on, Austin? How you doing? Let's see what y'all got saying in the chat. Don asking Dave answering. Dave saying he wants to see Poatan get his first sub. Ank Mike John is still going at it.
Oh, and to my point about the over in that fight with Piper, over 1.5 minus 154. I think I like that line, man.
That's fair, dude. That's fair. As a fighter, I think he's all right. I just think he needs to work on his gas tank, man.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely sharp. Yeah, I mean, shoot, if fights were 1 round, Joe Piper would be champ. Like Joe Piper would be the champ at fight for 1 round. But it does kind of he wears on as the fight goes. So but hopefully he can work on that, and because he does deliver pretty good highlight finishes when he gets the job done.
Yeah, man. Moving on to the next one, we got Josh Emmett taking on Yusuf Salal. Yusuf Salal is your favorite at minus 470. Josh Emmett is your dog at plus 360. Over under here is 2.5. The over is minus 280. The under is plus 210. This is one of those ones where I could see Yusuf Salal winning via decision by just wrestling Josh Emmett all 3 rounds, or by being at distance, jabbing and then running, leg kick, running. or I could see Yusuf Zalal maybe finding the back, submitting Josh Emmett. And I don't know which one it's going to be. So I'm kind of scared to, go all in on one of them. But at the same time, Yusuf Zalal is a minus 470 favorite. Like, what are we doing here? So if you're going to parlay Yusuf Zalal, it's got to be in a big one. But I'm going to go Yusuf Zalal for him to submit Josh Emmett in round number 2, D-Rose. Which way are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my decision here. I got Zalal by decision, and I think that's likely the case. Emmett, he relies on his hooks and stuff just a little bit too much at this point in his career, and I do think Zalal's got good footwork. He's probably going to wrestle a little bit too, but I think he's going to be a little bit more concentrated on not wrestling too much because I think he realized in that Cheddar fight, like, oh shit, this is actually kind of tiring, and he absolutely ran the entire third round. So I think he's going to be a little bit more concerned with not using too much energy wrestling. I think you'll just see a lot of footwork. It'll be another fight that the fans are kind of disappointed on.
Fair enough.
I'm surprised this fight made the main card, if I'm being honest.
That's fair. I'm trying to go back and look at my Tapology picks. I picked Hardy via decision, right? Ramiz Brahimaj, round 1 sub. Farid Basra, decision. Macy Chasson, I picked her, via round 2 KO?
I couldn't remember if you said 2 or 3.
And then Varatinikov, Puna, I picked him via round 3 KO. Edmund Shabazian, round 1 KO. Patchy Mix, I'm going Patchy via decision. I had him round 1 sub before that. Daniel Santos. Tiba Gaudier, Joe Pfeiffer. There we go. I'm Joe Pfeiffer. Let's get round 2 KO. Yusuf Zalal, I had him via decision, so I need to change him. Submission via round 2. Okay, now we're all caught up. Moving on to the next one. We got Yuri Prochazka taking on Khalil Roundtree. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. Man, I'm excited for Yuri, dude. It's Yuri fight week. I fucking love it. This guy.
I mean,
man.
it's the people's main event, right?
Yeah, man. How could it not be? I mean, like, I
love
love Alex, but
I would think
Yuri
this fight
is.
This fight's the one that I think, like, when you hear about the most buzz, like, about this card, it's surrounded by this fight.
Maybe.
At least for me, because I'll be honest, this is the most anticipated fight I'm looking forward to on the card. Like,
yeah, this is the one that I'm personally most excited for this one.
No, myself included. Like, I think that's a lot of people's feelings as well.
Yeah, man. So let's get into it. Odds for the fight, minus 205 Yuri Prochazka. Khalil Roundtree is plus 170. Your underdog over-under here is 1.5. The over is minus 145. The under is plus 114. My biggest thing when it comes to this fight is I've seen Khalil Roundtree fold when he gets put under pressure. And if there's one thing Yuri Prochazka is going to do, he's going to pressure you. And, it might take him a little bit in that first round. But once he starts rolling at the end of that first round and moving into round 2, if he has you figured out, you are capital Fucked, spelling bee championship right there. You're fucked, man. And I think Khalil Roundtree gets fucked this weekend. I think he gets fisted and knocked out via round 2. Just like straight punch, D-Rose. Just straight spear punch channeled from the gods. Yuri Prochazka, round 2 knockout. I know you're on the other side, man. Let's hear it.
I am on the other side. I will say, seeing them face off and seeing that they are not too much different in size, and for some reason, I felt like Jamal Hill was like a good deal bigger than Khalil.
Well, I think
he was a lot fatter.
Khalil's got on shoes, and I think fucking Yuri took off literally every single shard of clothing he had on. Like, he fucking probably would have took off his underwear if they would have let him.
So Khalil is still wearing his shoes, and that does make a little bit of a difference. That does make a little bit of a difference in terms of the height, but I still think the speed is there for Khalil. I think I said by decision because I thought that Khalil was maybe going to be a little bit more calm. I thought about it over the last couple of days. I'm going Khalil KO round 3. So I might do like a round 3 or decision maybe or something like that for Khalil. But I think he's got the power. I think he's got the speed. I know Yuri's got the head movement, but he's still even in that Jamal Hill fight. Jamal Hill was kind of tagging him up a little bit, and that's Jamal Hill on a with both knee pads on. Yeah, I think Khalil's got the power and precision to get it done. Let's go round 3 KO.
At least he's wearing deodorant, huh?
Hey, at least we know that.
I don't think you need that much, man.
Hey, I'm with you, brother. And I will tell you, I was in the store the other day, and there was a guy in there who did not use deodorant. And hey, I would much rather smell the overuse of deodorant than the underuse of deodorant.
That's fair, man. Co-main event of the evening, we got Corey, the Sandman Sandhagen, taking on Merab, the Machine Dvalishvili. Odds for the fight, minus Georgian Balls, Merab Dvalishvili. Odds for the fight, Merab minus 425, your favorite. Corey Sandhagen's plus 330, your underdog. Over-under here is 4.5. The over is minus 360. The under is plus 260. Yeah, man, I see this going to decision either way, but man, I think Merab's too big of a favorite. I think at most he should be minus 250. Minus 425 is ridiculous, and it's honestly disrespectful to Corey Sandhagen. Especially all of his fights are super close, even the ones that he's lost. Aside from the Aljo fight, where you can slip up, you can fucking get Aljo on your back, and you're just fucking stuck there, or he could submit you, and that's what happens. So, Merab's not that same threat. I liked the takedown defense that Corey Sandhagen had against Umar, even though it's not the same thing. The defense is the same thing of what you do. You turn, you break the hands, and I think it's going to be a lot of Merab control versus Corey Sandhagen damage. And I think we get Corey Sandhagen winning this fight via decision and new. What about you, D-Rose?
Yeah, my opinion doesn't change on this fight. I still think Merab gets it done by decision. He's definitely got the wrestling advantage in my opinion, cardio advantage. Corey is the more explosive athlete of the two. So I think, maybe like a flying knee, spinning elbows, spinning heel kick, something like that. He might be able to get it done. But, and I've mentioned this about Corey in a couple of fights now, that his IQ gets in the way of his fight style. Like, what have we really ever seen? And hey, what up, Riley? I feel like we hadn't seen you up in here in a while. But the way Corey fights, his IQ kind of gets in his way a little bit to where I feel like he's lost all his athleticism because he's almost thinking too much versus where I think Merab just works and flows as the fight goes. So I think Merab by decision, that's the way to go for me. That line is, gosh, even though I really do believe Merab to get it done, that line is sickening.
Yeah, man. It's just too much, man. It's just too much. Dave, don't know how I'm so confident. Like Yuri with 0 and Hannah power lost. It's all right. I got the power for him. That's cult.
No. I was trying to prevent you from reading it, but
that's cult. It's okay. I don't care. Main event time, and let's bring in our special guest, D-Rose Magomedov, real quick, and let's see how he's doing.
Yes, brother. This decision here go to Magomed Ankalaev by decision, brother.
All right, get it back to it. Main event time. I took it off the screen. Main event time. We have Alex Poatan Pereira taking on Magomed Ankalaev. Odds for the fight are Magomed Ankalaev minus 270. Alex Pereira is plus 220. Your underdog over-under here is 3.5. The over is minus 145. The under is plus 114. Yeah, man, the last fight was pretty close, man. If I'm going to be honest, Alex stuffed all of Ankalaev's takedowns, but Ankalaev was kind of outstriking Alex at moments of this fight. But I think Alex, slowly improving. He's older, dude, but he gets better every single fight. And I think that fight being so close lets me know that, that this is going to be a very competitive series either way. But I think this is one where we see Alex edge out this decision, dude. And Alex via decision, man. How many times have we seen Alex win via decision now? Because he won against Jan Blachowicz, right? And then he
Correct.
went to decision against Ankalaev. Was that the only two?
His wins, the only wins that he went to decision to were Jan
Or
and
losses.
Bruno
It don't
Silva.
matter. Like if I or losses, it don't matter.
Yeah, his losses. He lost to Izzy by KO, and then he
Yeah.
lost to Ankh by decision. So
Yeah, so he's been to decision 3 separate times, winning 2 of those 3. Yeah, this is 5 rounds, but was the Jan Blachowicz fight also 5 rounds? Yeah, right?
it's three. No, it was
Oh,
3.
no.
It was
It
on
was
the
3.
it was the co-main on the
Okay. Yeah.
Gaethje and Poirier card.
Yeah, so the last 5-round decision that Alex had was in his last fight, and it was the experience that he needed to go 5 rounds and get the decision win. This time, Alex via decision is somewhere between plus 1,000 and plus 1,200. I think that's a solid parlay. I mean, I think that's a solid, straight bet piece, man. That's $10 to win 100, 120, or 130, depending on the line that you get. Give me Alex to win this fight via decision, D-Rose.
Yeah, no, I can understand why you go decision. I tell you what, the later the week's been getting, I'm sticking with my pick with Ankh, but I might go Ankh KO. Oh gosh, as much as I hate to say it, man, because Ankh actually had Ankalaev actually had Alex hurt in that last fight too, so that's one of the things that kind of woke me up a little bit as far as how dangerous Magomed could be, even though he's annoying. Big dork, but yeah, big Ankh with big dork energy. But I do think that Ankalaev gets it done. Unfortunately, I think he gets it done by decision. Again, I'm rooting for Alex to get it done, but I think Magomed's got all the tools to get it done. He's got the speed advantage. And if Alex is going to fight like he did last time and just backing up the entire fight, he's just not going to win, period.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So that is our picks and predictions for every single fight on the card, prelims, all the way up to the main card. So if you don't know what's next, or if you're new here, welcome to the cheese wheel, baby. So I'm going to share the cheese wheel, and we're going to give you our best bets decided by not me, not D Rose, not even you. It's decided by the cheese wheel itself. So share this tab, dude. I need to get like a song going, like cheese, 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 cheese. But
instead of like Bill Nye the Science Guy, where it's like Bill, 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 it's like cheese, 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 cheese.
Go cheese, go cheese. All right, D Rose. So let's see. I'm the pick champ, so I will let you decide. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I will go first.
All right. Spin it for D Rose. His first bet that he is going to give you guys is an over under. So you probably don't mind that one.
Yeah, no, I actually like that one. And so I do
Like Atiba Gaudier under half a round.
Man, that might be the one for real. I mean, so I would say let me drop 2 because I did drop the one earlier in the show too. Atiba Gaudier and that under half a round, as you said, that's 2.5 minutes. Old boy got to last. I don't think he gets it done. So let's go over 1.5. Joe Piper and they boost Magomedov at minus 154. So I think it'd be a good parlay piece there.
What's the Atiba Gaudier plus what? 1?
Atiba Gaudier under half a round is plus 180. Or let me pull it up one more time just to make sure, but it is plus 185.
All right, and Piper over 1.5 is
minus 154.
Minus 154. All right. So D-Rose gave y'all 2.
Plus 180 for the it's plus 180, not 85. plus
Okay.
180 for the half a round for Gautier. But the one that I'm playing and I am actually the most confident on, I actually got in a couple parlays, is that over 1.5 in Piper versus Abus.
Fair enough. Dave said I'd wax that. All right.
Said, Dave.
My turn, D-Rose. Oh, man. I'm nervous. What do I get? Underdog or prop? What are you going to be? Underdog. Who is the underdog that I like most? Let's see. Money line underdog. No.
Hey, you picked him.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna go Corey Sandhagen at plus 330 as my dog, man.
Yeah. I mean, for the value of where his line is at, yeah, it makes sense.
I can't not. All right. Go on to the next one. Hero's about to get the 3-legger.
I freaking knew it. That's why, you know what? Because I forgot to do one. That I was actually cooking one up right now. Man, but if I get one of the bets in here, it's actually going to play in conflict with the other. But
like fucking D-Rose is like Veronica Hardy, Atiba Gautier, and Farid Basharat.
There you go. At minus 500.
232. Minus 232.
Dude, that's insane. Absolutely insane. So the one that I actually like, I'm actually literally in the middle of placing this bet now. Joe Pyfer, round 3 decision. You can get that line at plus 210. Rob 4-5 decision at minus 240.
Hold on, D-Rose. Could I offer this 5-leg to you? 5-leg parlay. Veronica Hardy, Atiba Gautier, Farid Basharat, Yusuf Salal, and Marab. 5-leg parlay plus 110.
Ridiculous. That's insane.
That's so nuts, dude. I mean, it's even money, but Jesus Christ.
No, but I'm going. Yeah, Joe Pyfer round 3 decision. Marab 4-5 decision. Magomed Ankalaev money line. Those 3 in a parlay get you at plus 514. If you're like me and have FanDuel, they give you a 30% boost on all UFC fights this weekend. So you can use that 30% boost and get you up to a plus 669.
Oh, you said Ankh is what?
Just money line, minus 250.
Money line. And then
money line,
the whole thing is what?
The whole bet is plus 514.
514. All right, not bad. Oh, moving on to the next one. Let's see what we got. Give me the finish. Give me the finish. Oh, it's not giving me the finish. Give me the prop. What do I want as my prop? I got anything here. Let's see. Do I do it? Do I do it? Hold on. Yeah, man, it's such a hard choice. I'm torn, D-Rose. I'm torn, man.
What you thinking?
Between Yusuf Salal submission or Veronica Hardy finish? Which one, man?
What was you said Veronica Hardy finish. What was the first one?
Yusuf Salal submission.
Yikes. No. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I like either, to be honest.
Let's go for the gusto, D-Rose. Let's go Veronica Hardy sub 2-3 at plus 1,600.
I'm going for it. I will give you that. you are 100% going for it.
All right. Remove
Heck,
it.
we all are, because hey, we all taking a shot here just to try to win some big bread. So you got to take a shot every now and then.
Yeah. D-Rose getting 3-year decision.
Cool. It'll actually be the same 3-year decision that I just announced in my 3-leg parlay. Joe Piper round 3-year decision. Yeah, Piper round 3-year decision plus 210 right now.
So Joe Piper is D-Rose's favorite play of the week. That's what we have come to the conclusion of, because he likes the over in the Piper fight. He likes the Piper in his 3-leg parlay, and he likes Piper 3-year decision.
Yep.
So if Joe Piper don't win on Saturday, it's gonna ruin D-Rose's night.
Or if the fight does not go over, because I have the over in a couple ones too. So if the over doesn't happen, then I'm really screwed.
Fair enough. Which leaves me left with the finish, which I could have just did. You know what, D-Rose? I'm going to change it. I'm going to do Veronica Hardy double chance, KO or sub, and I'm going to change my pick to Yusuf Salal. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Finish. What's Veronica Hardy double chance?
Veronica Hardy double chance
plus 320.
Veronica Hardy by double chance is a donation.
Plus 320.
Just kidding.
When she finishes Brogan Walker, I'm like, I fucking told your ass. And then Yusuf Salal.
I'm so scared of that fight, like to bet it. I'm just so scared to bet it.
And then Yusuf Salal sub 1-2 is plus 750. Sub 2-3 is plus 1,000. Which one, D-Rose?
I mean, I'd have to think 2 or 3.
You think 2-3? Man, I'm going 1-2. Yusuf Salal sub 1-2.
Thanks for asking me. Yeah, I guess.
What does D-Rose think? I'm going the opposite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of betting, I mean, I would. That is typically good advice to go opposite of what I'm going. But
all right, so best bets, D-Rose. D-Rose got the 3-leg parlay, which is 3-leg parlay is Joe Piper 3 decision, Merab 4-5 decision, and Ankalaev money line at plus 514. He got the over-under, and he gave you guys 2 of them. So the Atiba Gaudier under 0.5 rounds at plus 180, or the Joe Piper over 1.5 rounds at minus 154. And his 3-year decision was Joe Piper 3-year decision. I didn't get the number, D-Rose. What is it? Plus?
I'm sorry. The round 3-year decision is plus 210.
210. As where my 3 picks, I got the underdog, and I went Corey Sandhagen money line. I got the finish prop, which I am going Veronica Hardy via finish, and then I got the prop section, which I'm going Yusuf Salal sub 1-2 at plus 750. So if mine hit, D-Rose, I'm gonna spank you. I'm going to spank you this week, but, mine are all big numbers. Plus 330, plus 320, and plus 750. As where D-Rose's 3-leg is plus 514. His over and under are plus 180 and minus 154, and his 3-year decision is plus 210. So, that's our best bets for the fights tomorrow. But those are all just straight bets aside from the 1 and 3-leg parlay. But what we are here to do with what the show is titled right down there, this is called Change to Cheddar. So the goal is to turn some change into some cheddar right over here on the Golden Octagon. Not 1, not 2, not even 3. We've got 4 parlays to share with each and every single one of you guys. I have 3 to share with you guys. D-Rose has 1. I have 1 confidence parlay and 2 big-ass long shot parlays, and D-Rose has his confidence parlay as well. So with that being said, we're going to start with my confidence parlay, and this is my $10 to win 100. Let me get the banner off here so I can see. $10 to win $130.94 on the dot. And this is boosted on FanDuel. So if it's not boosted, it'll be $10 to win 103. But, boosted, it's 10 to win 130. But the 8-leg parlay, $10 to win 130, and it goes like this. Veronica Hardy, money line. Punahele Soriano, money line. Patchy Mix, money line. Macy Chasson, money line. Farid Basharat to win in round 3 or by decision. Edmund Shabazian, money line. Joe Pfeiffer, money line. And Yusuf Salal, money line. What's your thoughts on it, D-Rose? I believe we're on the same on all those, yeah?
Yeah, except for Basharat.
And
Shabazian,
for Shabazian,
yeah.
But
other than that, I mean, it looks like something I would play. So,
all right, that's the confidence parlay of this week. D-Rose, you mean? Yeah, I'll just pull yours up next because mine get a little crazy. All right.
Yeah, I tried to keep mine just a little bit basic here, and that's why I said I'm all in on a lot of these overs for this card instead of just picking winners. But Brahim Raj and Vanderford, I know that's not the best odds, but -400 to start round 2. Patchy Mix and Wicklocks, whatever his name is, start round 3 at -182, which I think is pretty good value. Shabazian and Muniz to start round 2 at -148. Over 1.5 and A Boost and Joe Pfeiffer for -154. Over 1.5 and Yuri versus Khalil, and that's also at -154. And you have the main event, Magomed Ankalaev and Alex Pereira to start round 3 at -235. That rounds it out all to a 6-leg parlay, $10 for your payout of $125.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. So before we go into the next one, shout out Riley real quick with the $13.99 Canadian. Gay Canadian bet fund, says Riley. You shouldn't say that, man.
Riley's came in here like a ball on fire, dude. Like
I truly do appreciate you, Riley. Fucking Dave being an asshole. Holy shit, $3 American dollars. You know what? You know what, Riley? I appreciate you, man. Even if it was 99 Canadian cents, I appreciate you, man. Everything helps. Everything helps, man. Antoine wants to know, how do you feel about the move, Matt? What's your favorite year in the old house now? Yeah, man. I hated being here, to be honest. I've just been ready to get out of here the whole time. You tell him, Riley. You tell him, man. So that's D-Rose's. What is that? How many legs is that? 6-leg parlay. All right. So moving on to the big shit, the fun shit. D-Rose, if we hit one of these, dude, I'm going on an extended vacation before I even find a place to live, man. So starting off, we got this. What is this? 5-leg parlay, $5 to win $1,700. I believe these could all happen, man. With confidence, too, is the wild part. With confidence, I believe these could happen. 5-leg parlay plus 35,825, $5 to win $1,796.26, and it goes like this. Veronica Hardy to win by finish, KO, or submission, doesn't matter how. Punahele Soriano to win by knockout in round 2 or 3. Edmund Shabazian to win by knockout in round 1 or 2. Joe Pfeiffer to win by knockout in round 1 or 2, and Yuri Prohashka to bring us home with the KO in round 2 or 3. And if all 5 of those happen, $5 turns into $1,796.26. And the big one this week, DraftKings has a specific boost on 33% boost on method of victory props, D-Rose. So I didn't do the whole card. I could have done the whole card, but I didn't. I just added these seven method of victory props, $5 to win $27,880. It's 33% boosted. It's Alex Pereira to win via decision, Corey Sandhagen to win via decision, Yuri Prohashka to win by knockout, Yusuf Salal to win by submission, Joe Pfeiffer to win by finish. Doesn't matter if it's by sub, knockout, or disqualification. Edmund Shabazian to win by knockout, and Farid Basharat to win by decision. If all 7 of those happen, man, Shit, dude. I might shit my pants on your couch and then buy you a new one.
Hey, you know what, man? You just leave the money here for it, and I'll just I'll get the couch myself.
Yeah, man. So for those of you that don't know, me and D Rose will be doing the UFC 320 fight companion tomorrow night. I'll be live at D Rose's house, driving all the way across the state of Virginia tomorrow to hang out with D Rose after he gets off of work, watch the fights and all that good shit. And so yeah, I gotta get off here and hit the sack because I gotta wake up probably like 8 a.m. and hit the road, dude. And that is officially in like 8 hours from right now. So we should probably get off here. But with that being said, man, anything before we get out of here, man?
No, I think everything's good, man. Good pod, and try to win some money this week, boys. Let's go.
What state would you move to if you want $1 billion right now, dude? I would not live in the United States if I had $1 billion, dude. I'll tell you that. I would.
Yeah. That's when I'd probably entertain getting on a plane and leaving the country.
Like the fucking Dave's got the right idea here. My own island. Now I don't know about the second part, but your own island is pretty cool. Riley would move to Alaska. Oh, gross, Antoine. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully your day goes by quick, man, and you get to watch some fights tomorrow afternoon. But with that being said, we appreciate all of you for stopping by here, hanging out with us, Matt and D Rose over here on the Golden Octagon tonight. We gave you guys our picks and prediction for every single fight on the card. We gave you guys our best bets for what the wheel told us we had to choose. And then we each gave you a confidence parlay, and then I gave you 2 long shot parlays. So remember, at the end of the day, it's a fist fight. Anything can happen. Don't be betting more than you can afford to lose because, this is a fight. Crazy shit happens all the time. It wouldn't surprise me if Atiba Gaudier somehow got fucking Spider-Man choked from the back tomorrow, just because that's how this game works. So y'all saw what I'm betting. Y'all saw what D Rose is betting. Don't be out there laying hundreds and thousands of dollars on this. It's a fist fight, y'all. So like I always say, at the end of the day, anything can happen. Let's have some fun. Let's make some money this weekend. And me and D Rose will catch you guys tomorrow night for the UFC 320 fight companion. Until then, you guys stay safe and we'll catch you then. Peace. Ah.